Dearest love, the journey had been smooth, and but for some delays caused by power cuts, I would have been done and back in no time. On my way back, I realized the car was not moving as it should, and in just a moment, I saw smoke billowing out, and I immediately drove to the side of the road, and the car virtually stopped by itself, and I just felt like I was in trouble. I called my mechanic, and the only help was I should wait for about 30 minutes or an hour and then start the car again and see. It looked like everything was okay, but I still checked again and realized one of the pipes leading from the radiator to the engine had come off completely, and so all the water in the engine had drained out. I was thinking of troubles like tie blowouts and torn belts, but I never suspected rusted fasteners breaking off. I walked to find a mechanic in the next town, and when he came, he saw the same thing I had seen and went to buy a pair of fasteners, 10 cedis. He had asked if I don't use the car often, and I said I use it on Sundays and on occasions. We managed to fix the fasteners and fill the radiator with water, but the conclusion was my head gasket was bent. I managed to drive to my mechanic and spent the night pondering. I could have, with careful checks, replaced all these fasteners for less than 20 cedis. And now, because I did not, I am going to lose only God knows how much if they don't find I have a crack in the engine as well. We move around in this world, and not just with our vehicles, but with our bodies, and most especially our spirits. And there are things we could change, desires, habits, character, and wrongs to correct, but we disregard them because we survive. But always know that grace is only giving you time to do what is right before the end comes. It does not change the outcome if you continue in the wrongs. When you face consequences, we cannot blame it on God testing us. For James said, if we are tempted by such trials, we must not say this temptation comes from God. For God cannot be tempted by evil, and he himself tempts no one. But we are tempted when we are drawn away and trapped by our own evil desires. Then our evil desires conceive and give birth to sin, and sin, when it is fully grown, gives birth to death. James chapter 1, verse 13 to 15. We survive because of the Lord's grace, and patience not because what we neglect or arrogantly refuse to correct has no consequences. The Lord is not slow to do what he has promised, as some think. Instead, he is patient with you because he does not want anyone to be destroyed, but wants all to turn away from their sins. But the day of the Lord will come like a thief. On that day, the heavens will disappear with a shrill noise. The heavenly bodies will burn up and be destroyed, and the earth with everything in it will vanish. Since all these things will be destroyed in this way, what kind of people should you be? Your lives should be holy and dedicated to God as you wait for the day of God and do your best to make it come soon. The day when the heavens will burn up and be destroyed and the heavenly bodies will be melted by the heat. 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 9 to 12. Stay blessed, trust and obey, for there is no other way. Okay.